Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right in my living room in the wee hours of the morning where I do what I do for you this morning. I got a good one for you. Hope you like this one. I do. Right, there's 25 rules to live by. Storyteller. Story with a message and a story for life. I'm giving you life lessons. You tune in and receiving them. I'm going to keep on giving them. Let's go. Right Thinkers' mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right Thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment. That's my job, aka know thyself. My mission is to do just that for you. All right thinkers need to know themselves for themselves. The question, know thyself. One of these persons are you. You want to be the one that end up people following. So if that ain't you, get busy. Let's go. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. I can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Stay tuned. I got you. A person who knows not and believes that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is asleep. I can awaken them with spiritual knowledge. I'm a spiritual alarm clock. I'm waking you up. That's my job. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons, they reside in you. Right? Think of know thyself. Until my out be true. I can't emphasize this enough. We need to get better at what we do for our young people. So, right thinkers, today, let's talk about creating a new world order. Dun 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 dun. Of right thinkers. That'd be a lot better than the new world order of the other guys, Illuminati's. Yeah, I know about them. Don't worry about them. We about to take all that out. Let's go. Yes, imagine a world full of conscious people living right like our ancestors did for over 3,000 years, that we have yet to even come close to scratch the surface of getting to peace and harmony in our lifetime. That would be one hell of a feat. All right. But I'm like Dr. Martin Luther King. I have a dream that our young people will be enlightened with the truth and change the world. But I won't be around to see it. I ain't a prophet. I ain't none of that nonsense. But I know if we do what we need to do, and I'm trying to set the foundation for that, teach our young the truth. I ain't gonna do nothing else. That's the foundation which I'm trying to get started. I know by the time it take place and start to mature and do what I need to do, I won't be here. But I'll be the one to start the wheels in motion. I can do that. Excuse me, we can make a difference. And I'm seeing a small difference in small increments and watch the growth. You can't start up here. You got to start down here. If I get 10 views on my YouTube channel a day, I'm happy. Well, you don't get 10 people. Ain't nothing. It's 10 more people who didn't have the knowledge that they got. They tuned in to see my show. Trust me, I don't have thousands. I ain't even got hundreds. But I'm satisfied with what I'm doing. Why? Because the purpose is to get the message to those who want it. Here you go. I will lead the way for spiritual enlightenment. That's what I do for you. That's my goal, to get everybody spiritually enlightened, to know God for themselves. I ain't trying to go out here and be the front. No, none. I know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Pump the brakes. That ain't me. I ain't that dude. Teaching of spiritual truths to our young is what I do. I prefer to be a teacher, master teacher. Yeah, I don't need that other title. Why? Bang, bang, bang. You don't kill teachers. I'm like Farrakhan. I'm a teach. I'm a preach. I ain't in that hot seat. Let's go. I want to get right thinking philosophy in our young children's educational system. Why? Because if we get them the truth at an early age, ooh, buddy, it scares me to think how much we can accomplish with just that. That's where it should start. I can't imagine how far our next generation can go with what? Knowledge of self, the truth. Excuse me, at an early age. Ooh, man, I got goosebumps right now just thinking about how different our young generation would be with knowledge of self before they got grown and got old. Give it to them early. And man, oh man, I learned over my 30 years that most won't get into lifetimes. Excuse me. I've learned in 30 years that most people won't get into lifetimes, but that, of course, I put the work in to study, to learn, to acquire, and most important, to use it, implement it. And I know without a doubt what I say and do works. That's my point. With spiritual knowledge, instead of Eurocentric, aka pale faced knowledge, the white man's knowledge that he just give you to keep you going around and around, ain't educating you, he just keep you going around. Knowledge of self takes you out the loop, get out the matrix, get out the, I call it the wheel, the hamster wheel. I know the power of knowing thyself, but not at the early age. It took me 50 years. I'm insulted when I told my pastor, white people said, don't worry about it, brother, right? It took Moses 80. So it don't come unless you go get it. So if we made it easier for the young people to obtain it, they got to go searching for it. I had to go to Egypt. I had to go. We're not making the information readily. And right now, that shouldn't be an issue. Wow, we're in the age of Aquarius. This is the information age. My man just pouring knowledge down on it, just pouring it down. Just suck up the knowledge. Engulf yourself in knowledge. That's what I did. Okay, it works. Now I walk in anointment. I know, excuse me. Now, what happens? Becoming conscious, waking up to self, aka knowing your higher self, will catapult you to a whole nother level in life. Why? Because a lot of us down here on this level, I rise up here. When the falcon, when the hawk is flying, and the blackbird jump on his back, he don't even get annoyed. He just go higher, elevate, elevate. Why? Because the blackbird has a level that he can't go but so high, and he gonna jump off. That's why I don't fight, hoop and holler, argue. I just spiritually, mentally elevate, take myself out that situation. Why? Because they can't handle it conceptually. All right, watch this. I want, excuse me, where am I down? Oh, become conscious. If we taught the truth to our young in nursery school, I mean, elementary school, nursery school, without them giving that nonsense, how much better and how much prepared they'd be for the world with knowledge of self? I'm just saying. I'm an educator, so I'm big on that. Okay, with knowledge of self, you learn self control. You learn how to defeat that enemy within, aka your ego. Once you defeat your ego, you become humble. You have conscious of understanding. You will have a better perspective about life and everything that goes with it. Why? Because you're not run by that other guy. Put God first. The younger you are when you learn the truth, the longer you get to live that lifestyle of living a good life. We had to spend half our life finding, getting to the truth, and then enjoying it. I spent over 30 years searching, practicing, training. If I'd have spent my first 30 years, this last 30 would have been, I could have been doing, I'm doing 30 years ago. Okay, again, not our time, God's time. So you got to understand that. There you go. Self mastery, aka master right thinkers. You will know, you'll know all you need to know about what? Yourself. Hence, all. You know all. You know yourself. You know all. I ain't said I know everything about everything. I know everything about me. You can do the same. That's what it's all about. I have knowledge of a whole bunch of stuff and things, yeah. But the most extensive knowledge and the most accurate knowledge I have is about myself. Everything else, I can just fill in as I go. But knowing thyself is a must. Not a minus, but a plus. Here you go. With right thinking philosophy, right thinking philosophy's goal is to what? Make all right thinkers what? Masters of themselves. Knowing yourself, having mastery of who you are is what you want to be. That's the know thyself creed. I'm moving on. I ain't getting preachy. Move on. When spiritual leaders, listen to this, are in power, change will happen. Question: what spiritual leader we got in power? I'll wait. I ain't got that much time. No, we got a bunch of perpetrators. I see a bunch of perpetrating spiritual leaders. I don't see a real spiritual leader other than the ones that I follow and listen to, and they're not in the mainstream. Why? Because the mainstream don't want them. Again, moving on. Here you go. I asked the question, okay? 3 years ago, I asked this question before the corona hit, okay? COVID hit. Where's our black leaders? At that time, they was pushing me. Man, you should take this. No, no, no. I'm teaching. I'm going to stick to teaching. I'm doing what I do. Uh-uh. Our spiritual leaders are not politicians. Why? Because they're honest people. I can't be a politician. I'm not going to lie. So you don't want me. You want the other Pinocchio guy who don't care about his nose growing. I care about how my nose look. I want it to stay right where it's at. I'm not going to be lying to the people for selfish gains. And no, no, no. Again, no. Don't do it. Won't do it. Ain't about it. I help. I back you, whatever it is. But I'm not taking that position. No, I do what I do now, teaching. I don't fit in. What's this? I don't fit into the norm. I'm a different type of dude. Trust me. If you think I'm for sale, if you think you can, don't waste your time. That's what I'm saying. Weak spots, God. Okay, that's my weak spot. Whenever I was in leadership position, we prospered. From the football league, I played in PAL Part One, and we won championships. To going to high school, playing and doing what I do, became captain and all that good stuff. I was always a leader. To the Masonic Order, to UPS, everything I've done, I led and we did good. I had the best lodge in my Masonic Order. That's what I do. I teach and get the best out of my students about what? Keeping it real. That's all I do. All right. As a leader, you lead by example. Next one is I'm about to wrap it up. Ooh, I'm getting long. All right, here we go. Almost the time to get the body and go to the gym anyway. All right, here we go. We need more spiritual leaders for our new world order. In order for us to change the world, we need to be in position. The way going down, the people in position, they got the way they want it. Lying, cheating, conniving, got everybody on the uproar. You watch TV, everything is bad. The world's coming to an end. Oh, you out of your mind. You lost your ever loving mind. Cut the TV off. Get some perspective. Listen to somebody who's telling you the truth, and maybe you might learn something, get some perspective about your own life. If you let the idiot box tell you what's going on in the world, you won't know much. I don't watch TV. I know more than you do. Excuse me. Not trying to be disrespectful, but TV don't teach you nothing. Tell you lies to your vision. They're lying to you. You just sit right there engulfing the lies. Yeah, yeah. And go out and profess that same lie. Because you saw the first thing in the morning. All day long, you're talking about that same nonsense that they fed you first thing in the morning. Excuse me. Get back. Get back. All right, let me wrap this up. Yeah, we need more spiritual leaders for our new world order to take effect. I see some spiritual leadership. Like my dude from Streets to Christ, I'm in Patterson. I see him hooking up with a bunch of other guys who doing spiritual enlightenment, spiritually getting their people in order in the community, doing good things. I'm with them. Tier one, I work with them. That's what we do. We help. I bring what I bring to Patterson. How I end up in Patterson, don't care. I'm doing God's work. God said go to Patterson. I'm in Patterson. Patterson, you're the beneficiary of what I do. I'm bringing you God's words, okay, my way. I see spiritual leadership again, but I'm teaming up with every spiritual group I can to make a change in the neighborhood that I'm working in, which is Patterson, Montgomery Street, 147. I got a park right across the street. I'm going to put my grill up. I'm going to serve the kids hot dogs and hamburgers and feed the neighborhood and get them. I'm going to feed you food and I'm going to feed you philosophical concepts that you can live with. I'm the thinking, teaching man. Okay, I cook and teach. All right, I consider myself a spiritual leader, aka master teacher. I'm a role model. I have to show a certain way. Why? Because I want you to follow and emulate what I'm showing you. This is what I do. What I do is for you. I see God worship is growing. My job is to help the growth of young people coming to God. Sorry, old people. No offense. I want young people. If you didn't get to God in your time, that's a you problem. I just got to help young people. Why? I don't want them to go old and ignorant like you. And if you want to jump on the bandwagon, by all means, come on. But don't come here trying to tell me what to do or how to do what I'm doing. Okay? I know what I'm doing. If you know what you're doing, you be doing it. So leave me be. Last one. I don't have to be the spiritual Batman. Why? I'm a good Robin. I don't need to be in the front. Don't care less. What I do is what I do. Most of my work is done behind the scenes anyway. Okay? I'm a street walker. I talk it, walk it in the streets. I don't do in-house work. I do my work on the outside where it's needed. That's where God sent me. That's why I do what I do for you. I'll be back. I got more. I ain't done. Hang in there. Let's go.